Hello guys, welcome to Arverei channel. As you guys know, Efootball 2025 is here. Today we're going to be looking at all the new cards that they put out within like the first day. So these are all the cards that you will be getting either by doing the daily game or you could just get in the new packs, in the new starter packs. Okay, so we're going to start off very quickly. This should be a short video since there's not very many categories. We're going to start off very obviously. Obviously, the new Messi is a GOAT card. Very good, high level, even compared to the other Messis. The other card I would put up there is Tony Adams. He is a guarantee. Like if you get him, he's a guaranteed starter. He will start for your. I mean, it depends if you have like who you have. But if you don't have like Maldini and all those other players, he will most likely start for your club. And then the only other one, where's he at? Where is Neymar? Neymar is the only other GOAT card. To be honest, this Neymar compared to the other Brazilian Neymar is not nearly as good, and so I'm kind of like willing to put him down here. But compared to all these new cards, he is definitely one of the GOATs. Okay, so that was pretty quick. We'll start with the other epics. This David Beckham is a reserve, just because he's too slow and he's much older. Drogba could be a bench if you want to use someone with height. Drogba could be a bench. Ribery could be a starter. He's not like as good as the other Ribery's, but for an AMF older Ribery, he is still pretty solid, very fast, good finishing, good dribbling, decent passing, good offensive awareness. David Villa again, just reserves, not good enough. Pep Guardiola could be either, to be honest. I'm gonna put him I'm gonna put him bottom bench because if you want to use this Pep, he's not meta at all, like 0% meta because he's so slow. Very good passing and good like dribbling, but very slow. Low offensive awareness, not super great shooting. But if you want to use him, you can. And so I'm going to put him like, he's kind of like in the middle here. So I'm going to put him bottom bench just to be nice. Okay, then this is where it goes quick. Oh, then we have this little Showtime free Messi. Again, if you don't have one of the other Messis, I would say he could be a starter. But because everyone by now has some sort of Messi, I'm assuming, I'm going to put him top of bench. Ruben Diaz, again. Actually, this Ruben Diaz could start, but he's very slow, so I'm again going to put him top of bench. Is there any other cards I really think? Yeah, where's Salah? Salah could be, not there. Salah could be a starter. Actually, this Salah could be a starter for free-to-play, or, I mean, if you have other wingers, probably not, but he definitely could be, like, this is where it gets hard, because he definitely could be a starter for some people, but for other people, he's definitely not. So we're going to put him here, we're going to be generous. Lewandowski, reserves. I put Sane bench if you are going to use him, because these two have a booster. And then release, this is where it gets quick. Release Fabian Ruiz, release the left back, release this goalkeeper. This guy's a little bit too slow. Donnarumma, you could start Donnarumma if you don't have a better goalkeeper. Donnarumma is just an insane goalkeeper all around. Even base level cards of him are crazy, so you could put him here. This guy, release. Yeah, Arthur's not great. Simons could be a bench player. I'd put him above, right there. He actually could be a starter if you're free to play. He could be starter, but I'm assuming you have some AMFs, so I'm gonna put him here. But if you are free to play, Simons could be a starter. I would say release this guy. This guy could be a reserve. Get rid of this guy. Who is this? The center back. This center back I think is a little slow. You could put him bench if you want. Carvajal, I would keep him reserves, but if you like Carvajal, you could bench him. So I'm going to put him up here. Because if you really want, you could put him on a starter, or a bench. I really don't think he's up this card's at that level. Bench Cole Palmer. Bench Cole Palmer. This Cole Palmer is a little bit slower, though. That's my only thing about it. He doesn't have that high level speed. He's like low 80 speed. So at the same time, he's kind of like Carvajal. You could bench him. You could start him. But I just really don't think they're worth it. Richarlison release. Rafinha, you could bench. He's decent. Hakimi could bench. He's decent. Release this guy. Release this guy. Marquinhos, again, is a bench player. He could actually be, again, this guy could be a starter if you don't have a different center back, right? So I'm going to put him top of bench. He's kind of like Ruben Diaz. They could start, except for he is faster. Oblak, if you're new to this game, you have 0 goalies. This goalie Oblak is pretty good, so we'll keep him in reserves. Alvarez release. Frankie De Jong, again, he's kind of like where Simon Simmons at. He could be he's up there with Simmons. These two are like the best of all these cards. Dembele, again, could be bench if you don't have Dembele. I'd say release him, and release him. I think we have all the cards. There may be a few, but general rule of thumb is like they're gonna be down here most likely of these type of cards. Maybe they could be like a Simmons, Frankie De Jong, or Ruben Diaz that are up here. Rafinha, honestly, I put in reserves. Hakimi could bench because he's at this. Hakimi's always good, but I would put these people down here. Lewandowski is good, but he's kind of slow. But yeah, this is my list of all the new players, guys. Like, to be real here, yeah, I don't know. This is my list. Very solid cards that they have released. Some of them, like, you could switch some of these around. Like, honestly, you could start this Messi, you could start this Ruben Diaz, and you could start this. I would put them here. It all depends on the cards you have. I actually wouldn't start Marquinhos. Marquinhos is a little bit... Yeah, I don't know. This is my list. I simplified it a little bit. Oblak, if you don't have a goalie, Oblak is good. Otherwise than that, like these two players again, you could just release. They're not super great. David Villa could be a bench if you don't have anyone better, but this is my list. I released all these players. You could keep these. If you do not like Carvajal, he'd probably be down here. But I think Carvajal is pretty decent, very good crossing. But that's my list, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.